What's happening, guys? Safety Liner CE2 here. This is my school bus emblem collection. Not just this one, you'll see the rest here in a couple minutes, but I figured it might be a good idea to just show you all of them. All the different logos and build plates and model pieces that I have, just to consolidate into one video. I have them all over the place, but here you go. This is every single school bus emblem that I own. Now I'm going to leave this little ruler down here just so you can see just about how big these emblems are each. But first off, as you can see, it's an Amtran RE with a T444E badge. There's nothing much to it. It's got some deterioration on it. It's a plastic emblem. It's all black. This is an older emblem. I bought this one off of a Facebook collector maybe about 7 years ago. I bought a handful of emblems off of this person. There's nothing on the back. You can see where all the tape was. That's my inventory number, which was terribly done on that one. But yeah, so that's the only Amtran piece that I have. So we'll move on to Bluebird. Alright, here is the next emblem. It's just a plain simple little Bluebird emblem. It's the one with 2 words and it's shiny. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, there's again the inventory number. And yeah, this one is all plastic. There you go. What, 9 inches? So yeah, that's that one. I forgot to mention, but the last Bluebird emblem and all of the Bluebird emblems I bought off of the same Facebook collector, including this one, this classic Bluebird emblem. You can see it's made out of metal. It's in pretty rough shape, as you can see. Fort Valley, Georgia, Guatemala, Ontario, Buena Vista, Mount Pleasant, Lafayette, the 6 plants that Bluebird operated. Again, nothing much on this one, but just another classic Bluebird emblem. And the last Bluebird emblem that I have is by far my favorite. It's the Bluebird Minibird. As you can see, this one is, again, in pretty rough shape, bought off of the same person. Metal. But I've always found the Minibird in Mighty Mites fascinating for some reason. And just to have one of these is pretty cool. So I really like this one. Again, Bluebird Minibird, and yeah, so this is another cool one that I have. Alright, moving on to C, we have Carpenter one. This one is plastic. This would have been in the later years of Carpenter. I believe not too long before it would have shut down. It's a pretty small emblem, but yeah, cool nonetheless, bought off of the same person. Alright, my IC collection is pretty simple. There we go. First one is an ICFE. You can see me back there. It's pretty reflective. Adam got this for me not even a year ago, I don't think. There's adhesive behind there. And yeah, so ICFE 300. I believe he bought this at Mike and B's, and I don't think there's a picture of it. But I believe, and Adam, if you're watching, tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was one of the earlier ICFBs. Could be wrong, though. I don't remember exactly what year it is. And rounding out the IC collection, I have 2 IC front badges. I believe this one I got from Dylan, and this one I got from Noah. I know those are the 2 people who gave me IC emblems. This one right here, you can see it's kind of in a little rough shape. There's kind of some peeling behind this plastic front right here, and there's some paint chipping in there. There's still some adhesive on the back, but overall this one's nice, but this one is in much better shape. So all that's there is just the chip right there, and yeah, that's really the only problem with this one. You can see this little screw type deal that was holding it onto the bus has been chipped off. And again, more adhesive right there. But yeah, so there's my IC part. Moving on to Thomas, we've got an MVP ER, safety liner ER, rather. This one is made out of metal. It was given to me by Adam, and this came off of a 99, I think. I don't remember the exact year, but I know there's a picture of it somewhere, and I'll try and put it on screen if I can find it, but no guarantees. But yeah, so this one's cool, and there's your size of that emblem. So yeah, I like this one. Moving right along, we have not one, but two Thomas badges. You can probably tell the obvious difference. This one has no color, this one does. That's because plastic versus metal. So this one, Noah got this for me a couple years back. It came off of a Thomas GMC, and I don't believe there's any pictures of it. But a little rough condition, that's okay, as to be expected on metal. You can kind of see where it's gotten busted up, but still beautiful, beautiful logo. Love this one. And then this one right here, as I mentioned, is the plastic Thomas logo. I got this off of the collector years ago, and yeah, it's in pretty good shape, actually, so not too much wrong with it. Could use a little bit of shining up, but still, for the most part, pretty good condition. Alright, moving on to Superior. Somehow I actually have a decent little amount of Superior stuff compared to some of the other stuff, but they're the buses that I'm least familiar with. So this is just a plain old Superior emblem, nothing special about it. This was given to me by Noah probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point, but this is not my favorite Superior emblem. That emblem right there happens to be my favorite Superior emblem. Now this one is unique because it is a Scheller Globe Corporation, which is a company that bought out Superior right before it went out of business. And it's in green. It's just this super cool kind of lime green color that just makes it look different from the regular old Superior emblem. This one is in pretty good shape, and I'm really excited to have this one. Again, given to me by Noah a couple years back, but this one is just really, really cool to me. Continuing on with Scheller Globe, we have a pretty small, just little Scheller Globe sticker type deal that would have gone on the bus, probably on the interior somewhere. But yeah, nothing too special about this one, just another little Scheller Globe Corporation emblem. Finally, last but certainly not least, something given to me by Adam, this little Scheller Globe Corporation build plate. It's in pretty rough condition, as you can see. Adam gave this to me, I don't know, maybe a year ago, if that. But you can see Lima, Ohio. There is the serial number, capacity, drive type, and axle wheel size. So yeah, this one is pretty cool. Alright, moving on to Ward. This is the only Ward piece that I have in my collection of really anything. I don't think I have any other Ward piece, come to think of it. But I bought this off of the same collector a while back, and you know, I gotta say I really do like Wards. The Ward Senator is one of my favorite buses, and it's just so cool to me. Like, it's a pretty simple little emblem that's made out of plastic. It's in pretty good shape. There's a, you know, you can see a little thing over here and on the A that, you know, make it a little rough, but still, nonetheless, pretty cool. Last but not least, we have Wayne. You can see the simple W logo. This one's, again, a little rough shape. That's okay. I bought this off of the collector years and years ago. You can see a little adhesive on the back over here, inventory number, all that, but a little faded, but that's okay. With some love, it could be looking nice again, but I'm just going to leave it this way because it's honestly cooler to me this way. But, yeah. Alright, here's a Wayne piece that I got myself. This one came off of a Wayne Ford. I know I have pictures of that somewhere. I got this when I was in Ohio at one of the bus junkyards, and it's just so cool. This is my favorite Wayne logo, for sure, out of all the, hundreds of logos that they had. It wasn't hundreds, but you know what I'm saying. So you can't really make out a model other than C, and there's a serial number 120479. Richmond, Indiana, Divco, Wayne. Transportation equipment since 1860. Does that say 1868? Yep, 1868. So this one's just so cool to me, and I really kind of do want to clean this one up because this one could look very, very cool cleaned up. And last but not least, we have this little sticker type deal, kind of like the Scheller Globe Corporation thing. This was in that same Wayne as the last one. Just, not too much going on here, but still a little piece of, I can bend this and be okay, but let's not do that. Just a little sticker that was on there, and, yeah. Alright, now we're going to move on to chassis manufacturers. I only have a few things of each, but these are two Ford emblems. This one right here, oh, nope, it's not that one, it's this one. The little Ford logo falls out. That's okay, though. So, two Ford diesels. Adam got these for me last year, I think. But, yeah, pretty simple on both of them, and nice to have. Rounding off the Ford collection, we have a B700 and B600 emblem. They're both plastic. They're both in pretty good condition as well, and that's that. And last but not least, rounding out the collection, we have our international collection. This is a Max Force DT badge. This one is pretty nice. Little scratches here and there. Noah gave this one to me maybe about 5 years ago. So, yeah, cool one to have. Alright, this one right here, this did not come off of a school bus. I don't think it did, but I found it at a flea market for $10, and, it's international, so figured why the heck not. Pretty cool piece to have. It's in pretty good condition. I picked it up for $10, and yeah, so I like this one, even though it's probably not off of a bus. Moving along, we have two S-Series badges. This one is a little bit bent. This one is not, but it is missing a pin right here, like it is on, or like that one. Picked these off of a Thomas International, and I believe there's pictures of that one. I know that. So you can see which one I picked this off of. I got it at an Ohio junkyard a couple years back. So yeah. Off of that same bus, we have an International Harvester build plate. Somewhere on here it has the date of manufacturer. Right there, 11/10/80. You can also kind of see a serial number on there right up top, or a VIN number, I'm sorry, not serial number. But model 1723. And yeah, this one's a little rough shape, but off of that same bus, and this one is pretty cool. Alright, coming down to the last couple pieces of the collection. This is a Lodestar 1600, which came off of a Superior International Lodestar 1600. It's so cool. Like, it's old, it's kind of gross, but it just looks so cool, and it's a very, very unique design to me. And I just love this emblem a lot. I really, really do. It's so cool. It could use a lot of work, but it's not going to get any because it's just so cool the way it is. Alright, and last but not least, one of my favorite emblems in my collection is this hood ornament from a International Harvester, an IH. I picked this up at the same junkyard as I've got all that other stuff, including that 1600 emblem from, but I don't know what bus it was from. There was just a hood on the ground, and I just kind of knocked this out. It's so cool. It's big, it's heavy. I've used it as a paperweight for the longest time, just because of how cool it is. It's in rough shape, and I had to do some cleaning out here. Every now and then I have to do some cleaning out because there's always this stuff in there, like there's little spider webs in there, and this thing was just disgusting when I picked it up, but it's just such a cool piece of international history to have, and one of my favorites of the collection. Alright, so that concludes my Emblem collection. These are some of my favorites. I have the Antran RE, the Wayne build plate, Bluebird Mini Bird, Superior Shutter Globe, ICFE 300, International Harvester Hood Ornament, and of course my favorite Thomas Built buses. So these are some of my favorite emblems that I have. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. Let me know down below. What emblems did you like? Which ones do you have? I'm curious. Let's talk about it. So, with that, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it down. I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or all my emblems are just going to disappear out of nowhere. And to make sure you also share this video with a friend, show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy in a random street. I don't care. Don't get raped. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. And thanks for watching.